So apparently the Republican Party has proven they have no bottom. As we're discovering more and more proof that Epstein and Trump shared secrets, we'll get to that in a minute, we're also learning Republicans don't care about the welfare of 13-year-old girls.
We have a lot to run on, and you have a lot to run against, given the other party. But I will tell you this, we better be united, we better be strong, we better be focused, we better be articulate. We can't waste our time on Epstein and other stuff that are going on here that some people want us to focus on. I've about had it with all that stuff. We better focus on who we are, what we're doing, where we want to take the country, and what they want to do to the country. Mr. Speaker, God bless you, my friend. I appreciate you very, very much.
You too, Mark. Thanks for all you do. God bless.
That, of course, is Speaker Mike Johnson and Mark Levin, who says it out loud. Forget about Epstein and Trump and these young girls. Winning means more.
It's sitting on my desk right now.
The latest is a recently discovered tape where Howard Stern asked Trump if there's a limit to how young he will go when it comes to having sex with girls. And apparently, there is no limit.
What is the best thing about being Donald Trump right now?
Well, other than the fact I'm married, okay?
Right.
And I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want, except for possibly Robin.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah, do you have an age limit, or would you...
No, I have no age. I mean, fully with, 12-year-olds.
And while we knew Trump and Epstein were friends, this birthday letter Trump wrote to him, not good. It contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. A pair of small arcs to note the woman's breasts, and Trump's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. The note begins with a voiceover of sorts. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald, yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age, have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Unfucking real. And I wonder what that secret was.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years, even stating that Epstein, quote, likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
It's all creepy. That Wall Street letter, the Howard Stern interviews, this.
Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
And then this.
You know about sexual predators and things like that. Right. I mean...
you are one.
All right. I was going to say that. But it's true. You own this pageant. You go over. You're meeting the girls and stuff. One of them comes up to you and says, Mr. Trump, you're a very sexy man.
You're a beautiful man. You have fantastic hair.
Well, you're a powerful man. Right? You're a powerful man.
Right.
I want to sleep with you. Now, you're not the type that would say no.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right. No, but I mean, you see a beautiful woman, you want to have that. You're a guy who likes to have everything, right?
Well, couldn't that be construed, however, as
conflict?
Yes.
Well, I don't see it as a conflict.
It could be a conflict of interest, but it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
Oh, I see.
You tend to think about the conflict a little bit later on.
The question is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
There is overwhelming evidence that A, Trump was good friends with Epstein while trafficking young girls, and B, Trump traveled to Epstein's Island where these assaults were occurring and then lied about it.
In 2021, as part of Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, it was revealed that Donald Trump lied about riding on Epstein's plane. He actually flew on it 7 times.
But it's perfectly logical that this Trump would lie to defend himself. What's hard to understand is how these creeps support his lies.
We can't waste our time on Epstein and other stuff that are going on here that some people want us to focus on. I've about had it with all that stuff.
But MAGA and some in Washington see the writing on the wall. And here's what the writing says. Will Trump be able to distract the American public from his pedo relationship with Epstein, and will MAGA allow it?
And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are. You are, and honestly, And if you watch my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just goes to show this entire thing has been a scam. When we look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam.
But Trump is already hard at work attempting to create controversy so you might forget about Epstein.
The president says that this Jeffrey Epstein matter is a hoax, a Democratic hoax. Do you agree with him?
I think we want to have as much transparency as possible.
Why don't we just release it and deal with it? Ultimately, I don't answer to the president or the voters. I'm going to answer to my maker.
I'm a big believer in transparency, and I think also just for us as a country, it's an important way to get closure. But this is a bad guy, and what he did was bad. And it was also pretty extensive. It involved a lot of people.
And MAGA Republicans are waiting to see if Trump can pull off this distraction. And even Ron DeSantis has thrown the ball back into Trump's yard.
So let's talk about the President of the United States late this week said, let's just let go of all the Epstein documents. You feel the same way, right? You did that when you first took over.
Yeah, so when I became governor, I launched an investigation of Palm Beach and how they handled this. And that was 10, 15 years prior to me taking office. We also were able to get legislation to unseal all the Palm Beach County grand jury information, and I signed that legislation. I had a number of the Epstein victims with me there. They were in their 30s by then, but they were, I think, 14, 15, 16 years old at the time. But I think what we found and what we did in Florida is the feds came in back in 2006, 7, 8. They swooped in and they took the case. So if you want to talk about what happened at that island, New York City, all these things, that is all federal. So what I would say is just release it, let people see. But I do think there's a desire for justice because Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell didn't just do this amongst themselves. I mean, there were obviously other people involved, and yet no one's been brought to justice.
And one more thing. Epstein told a lot of people, including Ghislaine Maxwell, a woman, and the only person in prison for these sex crimes by men on young girls. And Maxwell's ready to talk, but Republicans won't let her.
But Epstein told his own brother, and his brother has been public about this, that he told him that if the public knew everything that he knew about Trump, they would have to cancel the election.
And here's Trump's Truth Social page. This is an AI of him having Obama arrested. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Trump has no answer for what you've heard here, so he wants you to look over there. But MAGA can't refute the truth. Everything points to Trump's involvement in a sex ring involving young girls. And what is MAGA on Fox saying?
We can't waste our time on Epstein and other stuff that are going on here that some people want us to focus on. I've about had it with all that stuff.
The thing to remember here is the Republican Party talks about family, God, and the rule of law, while Trump says this.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So add that to everything we've heard and seen, and the question is, can Trump deflect attention from something like this? But before you say no, remember, Republicans already ignored the Sandy Hook murders of young children by refusing to pass meaningful gun legislation. And since Sandy Hook, there have been more than 200 school shootings where kids died. So the answer is yes, Republicans will allow children to be sexually assaulted so they can hold on to power. Do you really need to know anything else about them?
Goddamn right.
It's sitting on my desk.
Trump admitted he knew Epstein for 15 years.
You have no shame?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.